Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time, but I'm really glad you're here. Thanks for sticking around as long as you have. I know some of you guys have reached out to me on Instagram, and it has been super sweet and super helpful. It encourages me to keep this YouTube channel going and reflecting on it whenever I can. I know it's been years, but I think about y'all. I think about y'all all the time. But here I am, and hopefully we can keep this going this time. In today's video, I wanted to share a concept with you that helps me figure out where I'm at emotionally, mentally, and even spiritually sometimes. Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs. Maslow's Hierarchy of Needs was introduced in 1943 by Abraham Maslow. He wrote a paper called A Theory of Human Motivation. He was part of the humanistic psychology movement, which focused less on what's wrong with people and more on what's actually helping us grow. Maslow suggested that we all have a set of basic needs. It's kind of like a pyramid, but it's more of a check-in point rather than a ladder that you climb. At the bottom is survival needs, and at the top is self-actualization. They updated this model. The expanded model has cognitive needs, aesthetic needs, and even transcendence. When I found out about this version, it gave me a whole new perspective on how to gauge where I'm at and where I need support. So let me show you the full expanded hierarchy, and then I'll give you some real-life examples. You'll notice that the pyramid is split into two categories: deficiency needs and growth needs. So, deficiency needs are about survival. We usually don't think about them until they're missing. So, hangry. When you're feeling hangry, you aren't thinking about anything but food. So, that is a deficit motivated need. Maslow originally said that you had to meet those needs 100% before moving up, but that's not the case. Again, check-in points, not a ladder. You can be hangry, but you can also be meditating, It might be harder to meditate when you're hangry, but you can do it. The need just becomes less urgent. So once it's less urgent, you can move on and meet the next one. Growth needs, on the other hand, include learning, creativity, and beauty. These aren't about lack, these are about expanding who you are. Unlike deficiency needs, once satisfied, they disappear. With growth needs, you pretty much strengthen them the more you engage with them. Life can throw us off balance though, like just with random shit coming at you. It can put you right into survival mode, which is pretty much the bottom of the pyramid, and that's okay. For me, realizing that I was stuck in survival mode helped me understand why connection and creativity was just so hard to reach. I just wasn't taking care of myself enough to get to that point, and it just logically makes sense that I wouldn't have the capacity to handle more things than once. Especially now that I've learned that I'm autistic.
Nice.
Here are some ideas of how you might apply this into real life. First, the absolute basics. Food, sleep, and water. For me, making sure I eat meals, even if it's just my safe food or something small. I can't skip this because everything falls apart. I'm just mad the whole day and I can't figure out and I feel like I'm dying. You get the picture. Safety needs. Feeling secure, stable, grounded. I've been using a self-care app to check in with my mental health and set routines that help me feel safer. Right now I'm using the Finch app. Honestly, this is all I could check off today. I'm not perfect. But look at my cute little house and friends. Y'all should add me. I'll put my little code here. It's free, I swear. Love and belonging. Friendships, intimacy, and connection. So spending time with friends who really see me and make me feel accepted is what satisfies this. Esteem needs. Feeling accomplished and worthy. It doesn't have to be something big. Sometimes it's just treating yourself to something small, like a sweet treat, to celebrate little wins and remind yourself that you deserve joy. Cognitive needs. Learning, curiosity, and making sense of the world. Even reading a few pages a day, even if it's just a comic book, keeping your brain active and growing is important. Aesthetic needs. Beauty, harmony, balance. I've filled my room here. I'm making it a calm, inspiring space that helps me feel more centered. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, just something that feels good to look at and to be in. Self-actualization. Personal growth and living in line with who you really are. For me, it's making videos like this, sharing what I've learned and reflecting on my journey. Transcendence. Connection beyond myself. One way I do this is through tarot. It's a spiritual practice that helps me tap into something bigger, gain perspective, and even offer guidance to others. It's not about ego, it's about service, meaning, and connection. So, yeah, that's how I think about these levels in real life. I hope this helps in some way. I just do this maybe once every couple months and chart it all out and figure out what my goals are for that temporary season of sadness. And I don't know, it helps me get out of a rut, and I hope it helps you. For my spiritual human beings, if you guys like tarot, there is a tarot version of this that I plan on doing soon, so stick around for that. That is kind of how I make it more personal to me. So if you guys are interested in that, stick around and like, subscribe, whatever, and comment where you're at in life. I want to know what stage you are, or where you think you're going to be.